Chcete ho tam, jo? Tak já ho vám tam pošlu. What? 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 Co to je? To bude nový Skarner, skiny a rychlá hra. A co je kurva rychlá hra? Chcete se na to video podívat?
Today is March 8th. My name is Jeremy, aka Riot Brightman.
And I'm Andre, also known as Medler.
Now, later in this video, we're going to introduce you to another member of our team, Liu, who's the game director of League of Legends. But first, let's talk about some champion updates.
So, as we've mentioned previously, we're looking to do more champion updates this year and in the future. And we wanted to give you an update on one particular types of those, mid-scopes. Champion updates, they're not one size fits all. Different champions have different needs. For some, it's the art, for others it's gameplay, for some it's both. And mid-scopes are a focus on gameplay in particular. Champions where we think we have a lot of opportunity or a lot of problems to fix.
Tady ten formát se mi hodně líbí, jak jako vzadu normálně pracujou a je tam šrum a tak, víš, že už to není takový to strojený, že to konečně má tu autenticitu.
Now that we've got Yumi out of the way though, she jumped.
Když máme z krku Yumi, you fucking wish.
The front of the pack is a bit of a problem in all skill levels across League. We can focus on a few other champions. And right now we're working on Rel, really trying to help her live up to her mounted knight, lancer fantasy sort of thing that we think's pretty compelling but not quite there. Nico, with still pursuing her passive that lets her transform into a wide range of things across the rift, wards, minions, monsters, etc. And Ivan, looking particularly at some usability changes for Daisy there. We'll have more on all of those at a later date as well.
Now, even though Skarner is not a mid-scope, we wanted to give you an update today. Skarner has been taking us a while because, let's face it, he has a lot of challenges. The Brackern, the crystals, the scorpion of it all, none of these are super clear. None of these are really that compelling for players. So we've been asking ourselves a lot, what do we want to keep or change from his kit?
It's definitely the Spires. Keep the Spires. Everyone loves them.
It's not the Spires. So Skarner has been taking a little bit longer, like I mentioned.
Spires jsou přeložený jako věže.
And so he's going to come out later than we had hoped. But today we're going to provide some more information on how it's going. So we've got a blog coming out that will go into more of our high-level goals, and as well as some thinking about our game design changes, narrative updates, and new art direction.
Now, when it comes to skins and event themes, something we're pursuing this year is trying to get more new themes being explored. The first example of that, Fairy Court, should be either out on PBE or going live soon by the time you see this video. We've also got a couple of new themes though we're exploring for larger events coming in the moderate future. One of those will be MSI in May, and the other will be the largest summer event in the middle of the year. In addition to exploring new themes, we're also...
Ten týpek se tváří, kdyby tam pracoval za trest, ty vole, musím říct teda. Jako líbí se mi ta přirozenost, ale mohl by se usmát. Ten druhý je v pohodě, ten vypadá jak mladý záruba, ale tenhle vypadá pekelně na straně teda. Ale já se na druhou stranu nedivím, jestli mu dali na starost rework Skarnera. Tak to bych taky nebyl šťastný. Štěpánko, co jsi mi to právě poslala? A nás teďka zajímá, co budou dělat s Yumi Skarnerem teda, nebo pardon, Yumi je podle tady těch vývojářů vyřešená, už nemá žádný problém.
Also making some skins for champions who just haven't got some in a while and need a bit of love. Udyr, Shyvana, and Mundo are the new three to call out there. And finally, skin-wise, we actually want to call back to the Wild Rift skin transition thing we talked about last time. It's looking like we should be able to get the first set of skins over from Wild Rift sometime around July at a rough guess. In addition to Star Guardian Seraphine, who we mentioned previously, we're also looking to bring over Star Guardian Senna and Star Guardian Oriana. Redeem Xayah and Rakan will then follow in a later batch later in the year.
So something we've seen you ask a lot about lately is the Blue Essence Emporium. So I wanted to give you a quick update on that.
What the hell is even that? Sledujte toho týpka, jak se napil. A ten střih, aby bylo vidět, že se napil.
Later batch later in the year.
So something we've seen you ask a lot about lately is the Blue Essence Emporium. So I wanted to give you...
To bylo nejvíc NPC napití, co jsem kdy viděl.
Xayah and Rakan will then follow in a later batch later in the year.
So something we've seen you ask a lot about lately.
Ještě takový to. Ale je vidět, že je fakt nervózní před kamerou, což chápu, protože lidi, kteří nejsou zvyklí pracovat před kamerou, jak jsou z toho nervózní. Ale všimněte si takových těch detailů, jako třeba, co dělá levá ruka. Jako co mám dělat s levou rukou? Mám si jít do kapsy nebo ne? Když si ji dám do kapsy, jak to vypadá, že mě to nezajímá. Když si ji dám vole ven z kapsy, jak budu vypadat, že jsem zase vole naškroberej. Co mám dělat s levou rukou, když piju? Hele.
So something we've seen you ask a lot about lately is the Blue Essence Emporium. So I wanted to give you a quick update on that. Last year, we announced that we were going to take it down, do some technical work on it before being able to bring it back to you all. So we've been working on that. We've revamped the tech that supports it, and we're aiming to bring it back this summer. That's not a guaranteed timeline, but it's looking very likely. That version that you see this summer will be pretty similar to how it was before, even though it's going to be functioning a lot differently under the hood, so that we can make some cool changes to it in the future.
And now we'd like to introduce Pooh, who we mentioned earlier, who's going to talk about some of the longer-term investments and decisions we're making for League.
Hey all, I'm Pew, aka Pew Pew Lasers, and I'm League's game director. My role on the team is to help us understand and serve League's diverse audiences. Whether you're a master level ranked player, which I am not, an ARAM main, or someone who's just excited to play your favorite champions in different ways in League of Legends. What you all want from League changes over time. And as the team working on League of Legends, we need to learn with you and change with you in order to give you guys the best experience possible. As Kazik says, change is good. So an example of change coming up is quick play. Blind pick is the least popular queue in League of Legends, and it's actually getting worse over time. We want to evolve that into quick play in order to give you guys what you want about blind pick in a better way. So similar to the old team builder, we're going to allow you to choose your favorite champion, your favorite role, and you're guaranteed to get at least one of those in your next game. The queue's going to pop, you're going to see which champion or role that
Existovala stránka na internetu, která se jmenovala Dvě ženy, jeden pohár. A náramně mi to připomíná to, co mám vzadu na prezentaci. Avšak pro všechny zoomry, který to neznají, dobře pro vás.
You got, and you'll go right into the gameplay. We're excited about this, and we're going to test it in a few regions in the coming months and see if y'all like the direction. If you do, we'll work with you to refine it and make sure it's as good as possible in order to make your experience better. Another thing that's going on is that starting on April 4th, League will no longer be supported.
Kamo, to je jak na poště. Jak tady má prostě cedulku, ty vole.
By 32-bit operating systems, meaning that players will have to move to 64-bit. Now that sounds kind of scary, but this actually impacts less than 0.1% of players worldwide. If this affects you, you'll get a message starting in patch 13.7. This allows us to help move League into the future. There's a couple of areas we're immediately targeting, such as improving security features, our anti-cheat, and bot detection. Ultimately, this allows for bigger dreams, bigger possibilities for League of Legends, and we're excited about what we can do with the experience. That's it from me. I'll hand things back to Medler and Brightmoon.
Okay. As a reminder, if you're interested, please do check out the blogs we've got on Midscopes and Skarner's VGU, which are also out now.
We'll be back to check in with you again soon. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you on the Rift.
Thank you all.
I love that we are getting more communication instead of radio silence. Keep up with it. Souhlas. Jako kdyby, i když tam třeba řeknou různé věci, nad kterými ti hlava stojí a říkáš si, čeče, s tím úplně třeba nesouhlasím, tak faktem zůstává, že už jenom to, že s náma někdo mluví o těch věcech a že se netváří jako, že neexistujou, je podle mě hrozně pozitivní, takže...
Bydlí spolu nekrofil a kanibal. Nekrofil jde k lednici, otevře ji a křičí, budeš to ještě žrát nebo si můžu zaprcat.